10 cryptids of Central and South America.
Welcome to Crypto Fun Friday.
Number 10. CHIVO. Specific to the Yucatan Peninsula, it's a half-man, half-beast creature found in the Mayan legends. It's often described as an evil sorcerer who transforms himself into a supernatural animal, most often a dog, goat, or a deer, in order to perform mischief and feed on livestock. Alleged activity of these creatures is sporadically reported in the regional press, and in recent times it's become linked to the chupacabra. The CHIVO is also known as the Chivo Brujo, or sorcerer goat. Number 9. CADEJO. These are supernatural spirits that come from Central American folklore. They usually appear as a large, shaggy dog with blazing red eyes and goat's hooves, but some accounts describe it as more bull-like in appearance. There is usually a white CADEJO, which is good, and a black CADEJO, which is evil. The white creatures will protect travelers from harm during their journey. In El Salvador, the black CADEJO is said to be the devil himself and can stand on 2 feet like a man and throw punches at its victims. Both creatures are said to appear at night, but if you encounter a CADEJO, folklore warns not to speak to the creature, as that would induce instant insanity. Number 8. NAHUELITO. This one is found in NAHUELITO Lake in Argentina and has been described as a huge serpent or a creature resembling a plesiosaur. 2 pictures were said to have been taken of NAHUELITO in 2006, but neither one has been authenticated. Could this be an example of a plesiosaur that time forgot, or could the beast be the product of a nuclear experiment gone wrong, as some cryptozoologists speculate? Number 7. El CUERO. The name for this monster translates as leather or cowhide, and it's said to resemble a type of primitive stingray. It's described as having a long whip-like tail and wide pectoral fins. Witnesses claim the creature has a series of razor-sharp claws it uses to grip its prey, and its size has been estimated at around 5 feet across and weighs around 65 pounds. It's thought to hunt in Chile's glacial Lake Lacar in the Andes Mountains. Its nickname is the aquatic tiger, and that is a reference to its attacks on humans, of which there have reportedly been many. It's said to surge out of the water like an orca and overwhelm its human prey. It uses its proboscis to punch through the skin and suck out internal blood and organs. Scientists speculate that El CUERO could be a rogue mata-mata, or even some sort of plesiosaur. Number 6. Duendes. The word is most often considered to be the Portuguese or Spanish version of sprite and describes a goblin-like creature. It can also refer to a mischievous spirit that inhabits a house. In some Latin American cultures, duendes are believed to help people who get lost in the forest and find their way home. In Belize, the duende are thought to be a forest sprite called Tata Duende and has no thumbs. In Mexican folklore, they're seen as gnome-like creatures who like to live within the walls of homes, especially the bedroom walls of younger children. It's said the creatures try to clip the toenails of untidy kids, often leading to removing entire toes by mistake. Certain indigenous peoples of Mexico still believe that duendes exist in the mossy cloud forests of the country's Oaxaca state. Number 5. The Onza. It's claimed to be a feline species and has been recorded since 1519 when Spanish conquistadors invaded Aztec Mexico. These creatures resembled cougars but had lighter frames with longer striped legs, ears, and tails. In the 1990s, a research team from Texas Tech University examined the frozen corpse of a reputed Onza. DNA testing later revealed the specimen to be a puma, no different from any other. Most cryptozoologists still speculate that the Onza could be a new subspecies of cougar or even an entirely new species of cat. Number 4. Te Veo Tree. It's a form of carnivorous tree that has a taste for large insects, but also tries to catch human cuisine as well. The tree is said to grow on secluded mesas of Central and South America. Most descriptions report that it has huge tendril-like spines radiating from a short, thick trunk. These spines possess dagger-like teeth or barbs, with their outer ends lying on the ground. The trunk appears like an empty couch and serves to attract the attention of potential prey. When a victim steps into the circle of spines, they suddenly suddenly arise and encircle them like huge anacondas. Using its daggers, the spines crush the victim until all the blood is squeezed from the carcass. Some descriptions claim the tree even has an eye it uses to locate prey. And maybe that's where the name Ya Te Veo originates. That's Spanish for I see you. Number 3. Andean wolf. This creature was first disputedly discovered when a German animal dealer named Lorenz Hagenbeck bought a pelt from a trader in Buenos Aires who claimed it was from a wild dog in the Andes. In 1940, when the pelt was analyzed in Germany, researchers concluded it belonged to a mountain species of the maned wolf. Hagenbeck later connected the pelt to a skull he had discovered about a decade earlier. The skull was larger than that of a maned wolf, leading Hagenbeck to believe he had found a new species. He published a paper in 1947 describing the new animal, and it became known as Hagenbeck's wolf. But doubts about the claim arose when the skull was unavailable for peer review. It had been lost during World War II. Further doubts surfaced in 1960. A DNA analysis in 2000 failed due to the pelt's contamination and chemical treatment. The Andean wolf has never been substantiated. Do you think it ever existed? Number 2. SUCURIJU gigante. This elusive constrictor snake is said to grow to a length of 40 meters and weigh up to 5 tons. With its massive size, it's said to control whatever river it lives in. Ancient stories claim the beast made the Amazon River its home. Sightings of the giant creature have been reported since 1846 and persisted into the late 1970s. But in that time, there was no definitive proof of this creature discovered. Some scientists have speculated that it could be a descendant of Gigantophis, a huge snake from the Eocene period some 30 million years ago. It could grow to lengths of 33 feet. Number 1. El Chupacabra. Its name literally translates from Spanish as goat sucker, and that's a reference to the creature's habit of attacking and eating livestock. It was first reported in Puerto Rico in 1995 when 8 sheep were found completely drained of blood. Since then, it's been sighted from the southwestern U.S. We even found a story claiming that a chupacabra had been found in the Ukraine. Now, interesting to note that reports of the beast in Latin America often involve attacks on animals that involve exsanguination, while reports in the U.S. usually revolve around canines and raccoons with mange and are referred to as chupacabras due to their strange appearance. Have you ever encountered a chupacabra?